That's kind of weird if you want your skin to look like a baby's, but I don't judge, it's okay. You can leave the lizard men in Overlord, all right. Hey, welcome back. Today's video is going to be my top 10 under 10. So that does mean that everything is completely under $10. There is nothing, well, okay, there's one that is exactly 10. But you know, it's the difference of a cent, so I think it's okay. So everything that I'm talking about can be purchased at Ulta specifically. That's just how everything ended up. But a lot of these are still available at multiple different drugstores. So I have products from all the different categories of your makeup, some face products, some eye products, some lip products. So I think you'll really enjoy the mix that I have. The makeup look that I'm currently wearing, I did film a tutorial on, and if it isn't up already, it'll be up very soon, so look out for that. And I'll also be linking it in the description box below. So every single product that I'm talking about will be listed in the description box below, so check it out if you want all of the product links. And while you're down there, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like and comment on this video, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my uploads. So if you want to see what my top 10 products are under $10, then just keep on watching. So this has become my absolute favorite drugstore foundation just by itself. I do have another drugstore foundation that I absolutely love mixing in with a higher end foundation, but this is just a standalone product that I love just by itself. And this is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. So I did film a first impressions on this foundation, so if you want a complete wear test and review and all of that, it'll be linked in the eye above. But now, since it's been about 2 months and I've been using it consistently, I absolutely love this foundation. If you have acne and texture, this will smooth everything over so your skin looks like a baby's bottom. That's kind of weird if you want your skin to look like a baby's, but I don't judge, it's okay. So this comes only in a few shades, unfortunately. And when I say few, I mean like 8, I think it's around 8, and that's pitiful. But if you can find your shade, it is an absolutely amazing foundation. It does come with its drawbacks since it is a cushion foundation. It has a satin to dewy type of finish. Because of the finish of it and because I have oily skin, this doesn't last quite the longest on me, but it still looks really good up until about the 5 to 6 hour mark. So if I need something that is extremely long wearing, this is not something that I'll be going for. But an everyday foundation, this is definitely my top pick. So this foundation is buildable. It has a nice satin dewy finish, plus I can even build it up to full coverage for me, and I have tons of hyperpigmentation and acne scarring, and this foundation works to cover all of that. So this can emphasize my pores a bit, so what I like to do is I like to actually put powder on underneath my foundation, and that really helps conceal some of the pores, fills them in, plus I use a pore reducing primer. Both of those actually I'm wearing on my face right now along with this foundation. So I have the primer that I'm about to talk about, as well as the powder before foundation in this foundation specifically. And if you look at my skin, it's like I have healthy, luminous, just moisturized, plump skin. So this concealer you've heard me talk about tons of times, but it's just the best one, okay? And this is under $10. This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. This does have its drawbacks, and its main drawback is its shade range. There is only 3 colors, and the darkest shade is me. So you can see how disappointing and frustrating that is, because this is such a good product and I want everybody to be able to wear it and try it because it's just that good. So do not think of this as a Tarte Shape Tape. It's not heavy or thick. I would describe Shape Tape as more of a denser liquid, and this one is just a very creamy, glides on the skin type of liquid concealer. And because of that, it is actually a lot more plumping to the under eye. Your under eyes look like you probably maybe had filler in them because they look so smoothed out and moisturized, hydrated, and just plump. If you can't already tell, I'm into my skin looking very plump and healthy. That's just the type of look that I'm going for. So a lot of these aren't very matte. In finish. I really love the satin finish because I find that it really smooths everything out much better. And this is exactly that. This is a satin finish concealer, so it's not going to be completely set like Shape Tape does, but it will still give you ample coverage, it'll still give you loads of hydration, and it will still give you exactly what you want. So this is a medium to full coverage concealer. You can build it up to full coverage. So on the topic of powders that don't look like powders, which I think I will be doing a full video on, this is something that I found that nobody also talks about, but it is exactly that. So this is the Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. Now don't let that word scare you, illuminating, because it's actually not illuminating at all. I don't really know what they're talking about when they say illuminating because it has the absolute tiniest undetectable sheen to it at most. If you look at it really closely in the pan, you can kind of make out some shimmers in it, but on the skin they don't show up, okay? They're just not there. So this is a very featherweight, lightweight, just sheer powder. So don't think of this as a powder foundation where it'll add ample coverage to your already put down base. What I like to use this as is a under eye setting powder. It's actually amazing for that. If you have problems with your under eye looking heavy and cakey, thick, and just looks like it has too much product there, as soon as you set it, think about using a sheer, almost translucent pressed powder. I find that loose powders on my under eyes don't work at all. They look even more crepey, and that's just not what I'm into, okay? I don't want to look like a lizardman. Not into that, okay? You can leave the lizardman in Overlord, all right? This powder will not give you that look at all. So this has a very slight sheen, like I said, like almost a satin finish, and you can see this is a reoccurring trend with me and satin finishes. If you are darker skin, okay, this will most certainly be ashy on you. I just have a feeling that this is just not going to work for your skin tone, because on my skin it's already kind of still a tiny bit detectable, so I can only imagine what it's like on darker skin. So unfortunately this is not for my darker skin gals, because they did not make a darker version. Just make another shade of this, Milani. It's such a good powder. People need to use this, okay? So liquid highlighters can be very tricky to get right, and I think Wet n Wild nailed it right on the head. So these are the Mega Glow Hello Halo liquid highlighters. I have two shades in Gilded Glow and Halo Goodbye. Okay, do not think of these as the counterpart to the Mega Glow powder highlighters. These are more of a glossy highlight. So it's almost like the base of the highlighter, the color there is kind of almost translucent as soon as you blend it out, and that is what I really love about these. So because the base almost shears out into practically nothing and it becomes almost translucent on the skin, it gives off a very glossy editorial look, and that is absolutely stunning on the cheek, especially if you have no makeup days. I actually have a whole no makeup look, how to perfect and elevate your look. I actually titled it How to Go From a Potato to a Sweet Potato. I think that's a genius title, okay, and I think you should really watch it. I demonstrate exactly how I use these in that video, so I will be linking it in the eye above and in the description box down below. So these do set and dry down. They do not stay sticky on your face. They have a very wide range of colors that can go from very fair to very deep, so I'm sure that they will have a color for you. So my main thing with this is that it can have very slight glitter if you're looking at it in direct light. Like in my studio lights here, I can see some of the glitter and in direct sunlight. However, I still think it doesn't emphasize my texture at all. And that's my main thing with glitter and highlighters is it going to emphasize all of my pores, all of the texture and scars that I have on my face? And these don't, so these definitely pass the test for me. These actually have the same amount of glitter as the powder highlighters do, and I was just swatching them side by side. After you blend these out, the glitter particles are the exact same as the powder highlights. So don't be scared if you already own those and you just heard me say that these have glitter. They look the exact same. Like I said, the main distinction between this and the powder highlights is that these are glossy. So don't go into buying these thinking that these are going to be metallic, high shine, just beaming from the cheek. That's definitely not what these are. So this has quickly replaced my LA Girl brow pencil, which I love, by the way. That is my favorite brow pencil. I've repurchased it like twice already, and I just discovered it a couple months ago. But this is the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in medium brown, and it has the exact same point as the ABH brow pencil, as the LA Girl one, as the NYX Micro Brow, the exact same packaging, and just everything about it is the same. So I just thought I would talk about this in case you don't have access to the LA Girl one, but you can have access to the Ulta Beauty. So this brow pencil is a perfect blend of creamy and waxy. So it's not too hard where I have to scrape against my skin to get product off, but it's not so creamy that it slip slides everywhere on my eyebrow. So this does last all day long for me. It has a nice thin tip, and it's just a basic, amazing brow pencil that I thought I should mention and get the word out because it's actually amazing. So this is the primer I was talking about. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Smoothing Refiner for Invisible Pores and Lines. This is so dramatic, but it says kills pores on it, which is like, okay, Susan, calm down. But it is a very balmy, silicone-based primer. So this really does actually reduce my smile lines drastically. Lately, I've just noticed foundation sinking into them really quickly, and it's been bothering the absolute crap out of me. So this actually helps reduce the sinkage of the lines and really does actually refine the pores. To reiterate my point, this does go very, very well with the Wet n Wild foundation. So if you bought this duo and you have oily skin with larger pores and acne and oily skin, that duo will work perfectly. Also, this is a supposed dupe for the Tarte refiner looking pot thing, and I compare the ingredients and it's not an exact dupe, but it comes in a pot like this. It has the same type of silicone-y, balmy type of texture, and I haven't tried that one, but you know, if you want to save a few coins, you can pick this one up instead. So another Ulta house brand product. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Bronzer, and this is the warm color. So this bronzer is a reddish undertone, if you can't tell from the package, but it has a very red undertone instead of orange, which is something I very, very much appreciate in such a warm bronzer. Because of course orange on the skin looks very different than red on the skin, because red can actually be the color of bronze and suntan and, you know, everything that has to do with summertime, and orange is the color of an Oompa Loompa. So we're going to stick with the red tone warm bronzers instead. This bronzer has a very natural looking finish. It is a very satin, even though it says matte, it's not completely like that chalky matte. It has a bit of sheen to it, very, very slight. There's no shimmer, there's no glitter, there's no glow like that at all. And I just think it blends very seamlessly onto the skin. It doesn't look like much in the pan. It actually looks barely darker than my skin tone, but it definitely shows up on the skin. Of course, using the bronzer brush that I always love, it shows up a ton all at once, and it blends out into perfection without looking splotchy and patchy, and it's just a very smooth, buttery powder, so it blends out seamlessly into your blush and, you know, your hairline. So it's not too pigmented where it becomes overwhelming and heavy really quickly, and it definitely does last all day with me. So this comes in a warm and a cool, and they're both very, very, very fair. I just want to mention that I'm probably the deepest skin tone that can possibly use this bronzer, and this is all it comes in. So I'm gonna need Ulta to just come out with some more shades because not everyone is my color. Another Ulta house brand product. I'm just on a roll today with the Ulta. I did place a recent order, well, it wasn't recent, it was a while ago, of Ulta products, and I've just come to love a lot of them. So this is the Ulta Automatic Lip Liner, and the color I have it is in Spice, and oh my gosh, this is a great lip liner. So it's retractable, it's automatic. That is the main selling point of it for me, because I do love my Essence ones, but they are difficult because I have to sharpen them, and you know that I do not want to take the extra 2 seconds to sharpen them sometimes, and that's when I reach for something like this. This also does have a completely different formula than the Essence ones. The Essence ones are more of a drier, not dry like that, but like drier, so that it prevents feathering of your lipstick and a lip gloss and anything you put on your lips. But this is more of a creamy, movable, almost lipstick consistency. So it's kind of like a lipstick in a liner form, but I really do enjoy that. I love putting this on and then putting a gloss on top, and then it looks so juicy and plump. Also, Spice is a really nice nude for my skin tone, a really nice brownie nude, brownie spicy nude. Oh yes. Okay, yeah, so this is just a great lip liner that I think I should mention, because also nobody talks about this one, and I just like to mention obscure products. I have to say that these are my favorite drugstore lipstick formulas, just traditional bullet lipsticks. And this is the NYX Velvet Matte Lipstick. First off, the packaging is stunning, okay? She's so sleek, she's soft matte, she has a nice compartment in the middle so you can see what color she is. Because these are velvet matte and not complete dry, nasty, cakey looking matte, they are very comfortable on the lips. They do have a slight tug when you're applying them because they are still, you know, matte, but they are very comfortable. They glide and just smooth over the lips. If you have chapped lips though, they can emphasize your cracks and chappedness, so get that fixed, then wear this lipstick. As with really any lip product, except maybe a gloss, yeah, that's beside the point. Okay, so these come in a bunch of different shades. Not too many, okay? I want more shades next. Can I just like put that out there that I want more shades of this lipstick? I'm wearing this right now as part of my lip ombre that I have on my lips right now, as well as a gloss that's not under $10, but this one is underneath as the nude base, and it is so creamy, soft, and just amazing on the lip. These also last a very, very long time. They really like to stick on and stain your lips. Well, the darker ones stain your lips. The nude ones really don't, but they all have great lasting power. So these are very opaque lipsticks, so you're not gonna go over your lips many, many times, and they're just a beautiful formula that I don't think gets enough recognition. And my last top 10 under 10 is a essential, okay, for everybody. I don't care if you even wear glitter. This is the NYX Glitter Primer, and this is what you need to amp up every single shimmer shade, every glitter, everything that you just want to stick onto the eye. This is gonna be your best friend for that. So I think this is just an essential product that everyone needs in their makeup collection if you just want to amp and level everything up just a little bit more. It does come in a squeezy tube, which I think is very, very hygienic. It's not a dippable container. You can squirt out as much product as you need on the back of your hand, apply it to the eye, and then just do whatever you want. You don't even need to just apply this to the eye. This can be applied anywhere on the skin. So that wraps up my video, guys, on my top 10 products under $10. All the products talked about in this video will be listed in the description box below, so check it out if you want any of the product links. The makeup tutorial for this look I'm wearing will also be listed down below, so check it out if you want to see how I did this whole bright, crazy look. And while you're down there, subscribe to this channel. Comment down below some of your favorite products that are under $10. Like this video, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my uploads. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!